PL in next week's EastEnders, the six implement a risky plan to hide Keanu's body. Linda's return unveils secrets, and Lauren confronts her about a family revelation. Meanwhile, Phil mourns Aunt Sal's death, Alfie faces disappointment, and Emma George, former EastEnders star, celebrates landing a major Hollywood role alongside Tom Hanks. 16 huge EastEnders spoilers for next week. What's next on Albert Square? EastEnders spoilers follow. Next week on EastEnders, the six put a new drastic plan into action as they fear that Keanu's body will be found. Elsewhere, Lauren finally arrives back in Walford and Peter is determined to keep her around. Here's a full collection of 16 big moments coming up. 1. Sookie fears Keanu's body will be found. Sookie, Stacy and Linda all worry when builders turn up at the cafe to begin the restoration work following the fire. Sookie manages to convince the builders to delay the work for a while, but she warns the other women that they'll have to move Keanu's body quickly. They discuss their options, but Sookie then receives a call which could change everything. 2. Linda receives a warning as she returns. Linda returns after a few days away, but she's clearly still troubled as she starts to unravel in public. Stacy steps in to comfort Linda, but reminds her that all of their futures depend on her staying sober and holding it together. 3. Lauren makes a discovery. Lauren returns to Walford after finally being released from police custody. Her main focus is to be reunited with Louis, but Peter convinces her to stay for longer. When Lauren checks on Penny, she's shocked to discover that Peter knew her cousin's secret but didn't tell her. She decides to leave immediately, unwilling to forgive Peter for breaking their "no more secrets" pact. 4. Linda's secret is exposed. Linda worries that Lauren will discover the truth about Annie's paternity now that she's back in town. Whitney promises to keep quiet. As Lauren gets into a taxi with Louis and prepares to leave Walford, Sonia approaches and lets her know that she has another sister on the square. 5. Lauren confronts Linda. Lauren causes a scene as she bursts into the Vic. She demands to know why Linda didn't tell her that Annie is her sister. How will Linda respond? 6. The six put their plan into action. The six plan a meeting to discuss what to do about Keanu's body. Denise is late to arrive as Jack takes an opportunity to introduce her to Penny. When Denise does turn up, she's unimpressed to find Linda drunk again. Kathy is forced to step in to prevent a row from kicking off. The women ultimately agree to meet at the cafe that night and they put their plan into action. 7. Lauren makes her decision. As Lauren considers whether to go to Exeter, Bobby arrives to defend Peter. Bobby's words leave Lauren thoughtful and she decides to stay in Walford for a while longer. When Penny learns that Lauren has forgiven Peter, she hopes to receive the same understanding treatment. Lauren refuses, forcing Sonia to take matters into her own hands. 8. Penny struggles to win over Peter. Penny is excited when Lauren starts flat hunting with her, but Peter makes it clear that he won't allow Louis to live with someone who's caught up in the drug world. Penny tries to charm Peter, wanting to convince him that she's a good person. 9. Denise sparks suspicion. Denise calls another meeting of the six in the pub's Barrels store, wanting to share her fears about recent events. She doesn't receive much support from the others. Jack and Chelsea notice Denise behaving strangely and struggle to get her to open up. 10. Lily starts a new chapter. Lily returns to school for the first time since giving birth to baby Charlie. She soon finds it strange to be spending so much time away from Charlie. 11. Peter agrees to help Jay. Gina speaks to Peter about Jay being signed up for this year's London Marathon. Peter agrees to help Jay train, but will this new partnership be a success? 12. Phil receives news of a sad death. The Mitchells are told that Aunt Sal has died. The sad news makes a big impact on Phil, who reflects on the importance of family. Phil decides to ask Sharon about access to Albie, but Zach intercepts him. 13. Sam meddles over Phil and Albie. Sam involves herself in the Albie saga by warning Zach that Phil will drag Sharon through the courts if he doesn't receive some access. Zach stands up to Sam, while Phil also humiliates his sister for meddling. Sam is surprised when she finds out that Kat knew about Albie's paternity before Phil did. She starts to wonder what leverage Sharon has over Phil, who seems to be holding back. 14. Alfie is left disappointed. Alfie is recovering from his first round of treatment and looks forward to a movie night with Linda. George and Elaine break the news that Linda won't be coming, which leaves Alfie disappointed. 15. Elaine shares her fears over Linda. Elaine confides in George about her fears for Linda's well-being. George suggests that it might be time to back off as they can't fix Linda. 16. Eve prepares for a big move. Eve starts to move Suki's belongings into the Slater house. With Suki caught up in dramas with the Six, will this fresh start prove to be a welcome distraction or come at the wrong time? EastEnders star lands major Hollywood role with Tom Hanks. Mo George played unlucky in Love Road Sweeper Gus in the BBC soap, but he's now landed a role in a huge film. Ex-EastEnders actor Mo George has landed his first Hollywood movie role 16 years after leaving the popular BBC soap. The 41-year-old, from Hackney, is famed for playing Walford's road sweeper Gus Smith from 2002 to 2008. But later this year, Mo will be making a cameo in a new film titled A Here, featuring Forrest Gump legend Tom Hanks. Taking to Instagram, Mo excitedly shared the news with fans as he posted a picture of himself wearing a royal outfit and another photo showing him in his dressing room before his fitting. "My first Hollywood film audition and I got the part," he penned. "Thanks to the American film producers who gave me a chance to advance with my craft. Catch your boy on the silver screen this year. I am here because he's up there." Mo's friends and followers have wasted no time in congratulating him on his exciting career update, with Richard Blackwood, who played Vincent Hubbard, writing, "God's saying your timing is now. Smash it, bro." A second person said, "Congratulations, Mo. That's fantastic. I look forward to hearing more about your success." While a third exclaimed, "Congrats, Mo, up there with some greats," as LL Cool J said, "Don't call it a comeback, I've been here for years." Who was Gus in EastEnders? Actor Mohammed George arrived on the BBC One soap as Gus in 2002 and instantly won the hearts of soap fans thanks to his sensitive nature and loving ways. Gus was famed for waltzing around the square like a love-struck puppy for Sonia Fowler, played by Natalie Cassidy, and for also being on the end of death threats from Sean Slater, Robert Kazan Sky. After finding love, Gus' world shattered into pieces when he caught his partner Keisha, Susie McGrath, in bed with Sean, who was his lodger. After Gus told everyone in the Vic how Sean betrayed him, Sean responded by threatening to kill him and tricked Gus into thinking he had killed and eaten Wellard the dog. Following his feud with Sean, Gus reunited with Keisha and left Albert Square in 2008. Before landing his role on EastEnders, Mohammed appeared in other popular TV shows including The Bill, Holby City, and The Last Detective. Since leaving the soap, he appeared in crime stories before taking on a string of movie roles including The Naked Poet, Murder Capital, Remembrance Day, and A Man Down. In June 2016, he was nominated for Best Actor at the British Urban Film Festival for his performance in the Rob Woods-directed short film Murder Capital. Mo has also been working as a DJ. You can keep up to date with Actor on. Subscribe our channel.